Hello everyone, it's your girl Asia from Road Race Fango channel. Welcome back to my channel. We will be doing another two more episodes today of Degrassi reviews from season 12. Episodes we're going to be reviewing today are episodes 19 and 20 called Scream. They're part 1 or part 2. Let's go ahead and get into this. Don't care for the B plot. Like I said, the freshmen get horrible storylines in both of the seasons they're in, except for Maya. The storylines if it's storyline that's wrapped around Tori or Tristan, I literally do not care because they do not try hard enough to make it a good storyline. Same thing goes for Zig. I feel like Maya to me was really the only one out of her freshman class that perished to really give that main character energy because Tori didn't and Tristan didn't. Tori really didn't. That's why her ass didn't come back for another season. And Tristan didn't give main character, but since he was friends with Maya, they kept him on the show. And I feel like if Zig didn't have the chemistry he had with Maya's character, he would have left the show too because none of them were giving main character energy at all in the both seasons that they were in because as freshmen, because like I said, they didn't get a lot of material and for the most part Zig was just in the band and Tristan was just there. He was just friends with Maya and Tori, so for the most part, his character didn't do anything to really interest me. But as far as the A plot is concerned, I do not care for the musical. Like I feel like they could have did something else with Eli's character. I get it that the musical is what he needed to do to get to university. Like to me, it's kind of crazy to when I look back at season 11 and 12, and I see that Eli's character didn't really do much in the last two seasons that he was in. Like okay, season 11 he did a lot in the first half, but just like season 12, it was wrapped around a fucking musical. It's like since they already did that in season 11, they should have made him step away from that. You feel me? They should have did something else with his character in season 12 because season 11 he did the musical. And then when he came back, he did nothing. He was just there on the cast. And I feel like the same thing. He's just doing his musical. He doesn't really get a lot of screen time unless it's really wrapped around the musical. And I feel like up until the storyline with Cam is when his character really started shining to me in this season because for the most part he was just Claire's boyfriend and he was just doing the musical. I don't care for the musical. I'm not against it being a homophobic play. I mean, yes, I'm not against it being a gay play. I'm not against it at all because I feel like the world need to get used to seeing gay lovers on screen. Whether it makes you uncomfortable or not, you need to understand that this is the world we're living in now where two men are falling in love with each other, two women are falling in love. So it's like you need to kind of get used to it. It's really nothing you could do about it. The build up to Adam and Becky's relationship in these part 1 and part 2 episodes, I was for it because I kind of sensed something with them that they were doing in these episodes. So it's kind of like I wanted to see more. But I absolutely love when Adam clocked her shit and really like told her that you're willing to shut down a play because you feel like it's wrong, but it's like at the end of the day, like Adam told her, you need to know that not every Christian shares the same beliefs that you do. And because your ignorant ass mind is filled with so much hate because you think it's wrong for gay people to pick this type of life choice, is why it's hard for them to walk in the shoes that they walk in. It's hard for them to go into bathrooms. It's hard for them to be who they are because they're worried about will they get pushed out of a bathroom, will they get hurt, anything. It's because people who can't keep hateful shit to themselves is why people who feel different are afraid to walk in the shoes that they walk in. Period. And I absolutely love what Adam clocked her shit because I absolutely agree. Till this day, we are still living that life. You still have gay people in the gay community who are afraid to be who they are because of the hate that this world has made it seem like that it's normal to hate people because of a lifestyle that they live in, which I just think is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Why do you even care so much what other people do in their lives? To me, it's just beyond me. in of itself. But like I said, I didn't care too much for the musical, so it is what it is. I ain't really got too much to say when it comes to the musical. However, the main plot to me with Claire's sexual harassment thing, she pissed me off when she got mad at Eli for going to a fucking adult to help her. Like, Claire, and I don't want people to feel like, oh, you saying that is victim blaming. No, because Allie said the same thing. I feel like when the shit happened, when Asher came on to Claire the first time, she should have said something. Because, I don't know, she shouldn't. And I'm not trying to say, I don't know, it's like the way I would word it would make it feel like I'm victim blaming her, but I'm not. I would never victim blame a woman because I didn't like how the show kept making Claire blame herself or make her say things like maybe she deserved it or she did something to lead him on. Claire didn't do shit. She was doing her job, and that fucking creep came on to her. Not once, but twice. He abused his position of power and used that against her for getting fired. I feel like Claire should have told her daughter, and if she feel like she couldn't go to her boss, she should have went to Miss O, so they could do something to help her and help her get the justice that she deserved. Regardless if it's her word against his, it doesn't matter. You still just say something to the police so you can at least feel good that you at least said something to someone. But to try to scheme up a whole revenge plan and to fake nude pictures in his laptop, Claire, sis, that's not smart at all. So I love when the other intern who worked with Asher finally told Claire, like, yeah, he came on to me too a lot, and it's about time that I said something. Like, I absolutely love that. I really do wish that after this storyline, they would have done more with her character. Like, to me, it would have been nice to see her getting some therapy, because it's like she did get sexually harassed, and that was like, in the other 2 episodes after these, she just walked around the hallways like nice and dandy, like it didn't happen. And it just felt like that's it. We don't get no therapy session. We don't see her trying to get better. It's just done and over with. Like, I didn't like that. I hate when Degrassi do shit like that. Like, they do a storyline that I feel like is really fucking important, that I feel like should make the character, that I feel like should have more of an impact on the character. It's like the sexual harassment towards Claire didn't have an impact on her. Like, don't you know how it had an impact on Paige, and it had an impact on Darcy, and it had an impact on Zoe when it happened to them? There was no impact on Claire, and I don't understand, because maybe people feel like, oh, being harassed and being assaulted are two different things. Because being assaulted is being, being completely taken advantage of. By being harassed is just someone sexually groping you. I feel like it doesn't matter which one is bigger. I feel like neither of it should be right. And I feel like regardless if it was sexual harassment, I feel like it would have been nice to see it show much more of a bigger impact on Claire's character. Because like I said, once these episodes are done, she's just walking around the hallways all nice and dandy. I feel like instead of giving her a useless ass cancer storyline at the end of the season, having this harassment impact on her for the rest of the season, or maybe hell, even going into the next season, would have been a great input for her character. But instead, nope, they were just so quick to wrap that up for Claire's character and just get ready to do the next thing for her. Quite fucking ridiculous. These episodes are cool. They're not some of my favorite episodes in the show, but I liked them because I liked that Claire, finally accepted the help and actually saw what Eli was doing for her, even though she saw it as a sign of betrayal. Claire is so dramatic. She is so dramatic. Like, I can't believe she even got pissed at Eli for that shit. That shit it pissed me off, because it's like, Claire, why are you upset that he's trying to help you, but he's doing it in the right way? I'm not finna scheme up no plan to do some shit that don't do nothing for nobody. Instead, let me tell a fucking adult, and let's do this shit the right way. Let's get your mama in here and all that shit. Like, Claire's just dramatic as fuck. She really is. But this is all I really got to say for this review. Catch you guys in my next one.